told you the
I've done the
ratio
math.
between the
30,000
terrorists
Hamas,
and civilians.
2 to 1 civilian to terrorist. That's 90,000.
Of the ratio.
That's 90,000.
I'm very proud of the ratio of
Benjamin,
enemy
I
combatants
think
to
you know what you've done, don't you? Yotam, have the last word.
I work with many of the hostage
families. Oh, shut up, please. Yotam.
You do not speak for
them.
them.
All right, cut his mic, please.
You do not speak for them.
Cut his mic.
I work with the...
Piers Morgan pushes Benjamin Anthony, an IDF reservist, for clear casualty numbers. Anthony responds with a ratio, 2 civilians for every Hamas fighter, and an estimate of about 30,000 fighters killed. Do the math, and that implies nearly 90,000 total deaths. But here's the problem. That's higher than the very figures Anthony had just dismissed as inflated. So now the pressure's on. Was this a case of sloppy framing, or did he just hand Piers the numbers that undercut his own argument? Before we dive into the full story, comment where you're watching from and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
2 civilians to 1 terrorist, 30,000 terrorists, 2 times that is 60, that's 90,000 people have been killed. That is way higher than the numbers given by the Gaza Health Ministry, which you've tried to say are wrong.
First of all, it's not higher. These are the numbers that your TAM quoted in an op-ed that is back in August.
You just told me. You just told me 2 civilians for every terrorist killed. You said 30,000 terrorists. Therefore, your total is over 90,000. The Gaza Health Ministry isn't that high.
This opinion piece was written in August 2025.
Yeah, Benjamin, okay? I don't think you understand what you've told me. You don't want me to challenge you because you don't realise what you've said.
You're welcome to challenge me. You asked me to refute the op-ed.
Okay, are you now saying 90,000 Palestinians have been killed, including 30,000 Hamas? Are you saying that?
The question has been asked and answered.
Are you saying 90,000 have been killed?
Or not? Your question has been asked
Benjamin,
and answered.
Simple question. By your maths, are you telling me 90,000 people have been killed in Gaza? Yes or no?
Piers, I've told you the calculus.
You did.
I've told you the ratio between the
30,000 Hamas,
and civilians.
2 to 1 civilian to terrorist. That's 90,000.
Of the ratio.
That's 90,000.
I'm very proud of the ratio of
Benjamin, I think you know what you've done, don't you?
Yes, I've told you the truth.
You know that your numbers are way higher than the Gaza Health Ministry. The ministry, you say, has massively exaggerated the death count.
You're dancing around a point that I've made to you. It's a very clear point. I'm sure your viewers are savvy.
No, we can all hear what you're saying.
No. You are quoting here in this op-ed. This op-ed was written
I'm quoting you.
No.
You.
No, I stand by...
You, 30,000 terrorists, 2 to 1 civilian to terrorist, so 60,000 civilians, that's 90,000. What can't you understand, Benjamin? Do you not do basic maths?
No, I understand everything. You are making the error of thinking that you somehow have me on the run. You don't.
I do.
Stand by the numbers.
I do.
I explain the breakdown of the numbers.
Sure.
If you want to obsess about that, you can do.
I'm just trying to get my head around what you've told me. Do you say is your position that 90 is your position
killed,
is your position
let me speak for
is it 90,000 then the death toll?
1 terrorist killed and approximately 2 civilians killed.
I heard you.
As a ratio.
I heard you.
That is a very good ratio.
Yes.
And the estimates of the terrorists are 30,000.
Yes.
So I stand by the number. I stand by the total.
Yes.
I'm very proud of the way in which we prosecuted
Benjamin,
this war.
can you do basic maths?
The number in this opinion piece speaks only and exclusively about a general number.
Yeah.
It doesn't break down those numbers.
Yeah, Benjamin.
We're now a month beyond. We're in the next month. This is
Benjamin, you can keep talking, Benjamin. But here's the problem with your maths.
Yeah.
It's a total of over. It's a total of over 90,000. Your numbers are way. Do you not understand, Benjamin?
I stand by my math.
So you're
stand by the math.
Okay. So what you're saying, just to be clear, if you stop talking for a minute, just to be clear, Benjamin, stop talking for a minute.
Will you let me respond?
No, I want you to shut up. Right?
Well,
You've now said your
I'm
opening position with my other guest was that the Gaza-run health ministry cannot be trusted on the casualty numbers. Yet your numbers are way higher than the Gaza health ministry. Explain.
But what... Okay, can I explain?
Yeah.
I've done it already. Will you allow me to explain?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, number one, categorically, I stand by those estimates.
Sure. 90,000.
Stand by those estimates. Yeah, I stand by the estimate.
Okay, so your numbers are way higher than the Gaza Health Ministry.
You will not let me explain.
Because your numbers are higher.
You're behaving... It's completely irrelevant to the point I'm making. If you'd let me make a point, you'd understand.
You said that their numbers are wrong. Yours are higher.
Doing here precisely
you
what
think
you
more
did
have been killed?
Natasha Hausdorff, you're doing precisely what you did.
Well, you know what? When people talk utter crap, Benjamin, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Will you let me answer your allegation so that people
understand? It's not an allegation. It's just your maths.
Move on. No, Piers, you keep talking about math as though I haven't already acknowledged a number, given a number.
90,000.
That's... how many times do you want me to answer?
Is it 90,000, Benjamin?
How many times do you want me to answer? I've just answered that.
Benjamin, just confirm for me,
ago.
you believe 90,000 people have been killed in Gaza, yes or no?
My issue is very, very
Benjamin,
clear.
do you believe 90,000 people have been killed in Gaza?
Again, this is now the fourth or fifth time that I'm going to address myself.
Go on. Is it 90,000 or not?
You haven't got a Paxman moment. I'm answering you directly.
Is it 90,000 or not?
The estimate is 30,000 Hamas terrorists have been killed during the...
A ratio isn't some kind of protective shield. It's a calculator. The moment Benjamin Anthony said 30,000 fighters killed with 2 civilians for each one, he locked himself into a number that screams 90,000 total deaths. That's exactly why Piers Morgan kept circling back. You can't reject the Gaza Health Ministry's tally as unreliable, then casually throw out a framework that implies an even bigger death toll. The real problem here is transparency. Where did the 30,000 fighter estimate even come from? How are civilians being classified? Without clear methodology, both Anthony's ratio and Piers' math are open to challenge. And that's why the conversation spun in circles. Because once you put numbers on the table, they demand consistency, not escape routes.
Of this yes. The additional estimate by the IDF is that in the course of pursuing those terrorists, 2 civilians have been killed.
I heard you.
For each terrorist.
I heard you.
Where is my issue? So you've added that up, and you've come to the figure of 90,000, and I stand by it. You seem to try to...
No, I want you to say 90,000 people have been killed. I'm not trying to
move away from anything. I've answered you.
No, you haven't. You won't say the number.
What? I've just said it 10 seconds.
What is the number,
This is a ridiculous
Benjamin?
interview.
What is the number?
90.
Okay, great. So you accept then that your number is way higher than the number of the Gaza Health Ministry have put out.
That's not the issue at play.
You literally started this whole debate by saying the Gaza, the big mistake that Yossam was making, was believing the Gaza Health Ministry, and actually your number is way higher.
Can I explain to you why? Because what the Gaza Health Ministry, whenever he took those numbers, which at least we know is back in August, what the Gaza Health Ministry, and quite frankly, what too many spokespersons fail to do is to break down the number within that group.
Got it. Well, I'm very glad you've broken it down because your numbers are higher than the Gaza Health Ministry.
I stand by that, Piers.
Sure,
when you throw out
I know
the
you do.
60,000 or 90,000, it behooves us to know how many within that are terrorists, how many are civilians, and how do you get to the ratio?
No, I get it.
The basic convention of war.
I get it. We've spent literally 15 minutes.
You are clearly trying. No. You are clearly trying to have your viewers take a number without any context. I don't want that to be the case.
The context is very clear.
I appreciate the context. And by the way, the people who are realistic understand that in war, such things occur.
I get it, Benjamin. Unfortunately...
Can I comment?
Do you want to talk about anything else?
Yeah, Benjamin, you seem to...
Maybe I'll comment to that.
You can, Yossam, yeah. I just think, Yossam, the reason I've kept pursuing this is because, obviously, if your opening gambit is that you, Yossam, are using numbers which are false because they're exaggerated, because the Gaza Health Ministry cannot be believed because it's Hamas-run. But then Benjamin Anthony gives a much higher figure for the number of people who've died in total, including Hamas terrorists and civilians, then you can understand my bemusement, which is why I spent 15 minutes trying to get him to explain why his numbers are way higher than the official Gaza Health Ministry numbers.
That's not what occurred.
Yes.
That's not what occurred.
Over to you.
I'm trying to explain the context, and you're trying to skip over.
Actually, you know what, Benjamin? You're talking complete bullshit. So,
there you go. A repeat
and this is what happens. And I know what's going to happen. You're going to run off and you're going to say, I shouted at you and I said bullshit, and you're going to play the victim. But actually, it really matters that you talk bullshit.
Do not agree with you. People don't agree with you, Piers, and you will not discuss anything.
No, I'm happy to agree with you. Your numbers are higher than Hamas's.
Like people talking BS.
Yeah,
it's not the case. Everybody knows it's not the case.
Yes.
And I'm not here.
I know, Benjamin.
I know. You attempt to bully or to steamroll. I'm happy to hear your Tam. I'm a victim of nobody, Piers.
You're a victim of your own maths.
You are a victim of seeking endless popularity and vindication by the masses, having no spine, having no principles, and having no courage.
Thanks, Benjamin.
You are a victim, Piers Morgan. I am far from a victim.
Okay. Well, I'm very glad we got you on to confirm.
And by the way, with regard to your Tam, I just want to say something to your viewers. Your Tam, unlike you, I am not scared about the future of Israel. I'm confident about the future of Israel. I'm very secure in the future of Israel. I believe in the future of Israel. I'm proud of the actions of the Israel Defense Forces inside the Gaza Strip and everywhere else that we've been called on to fight our corner, because nobody else will. You've made a dreadful folly by taking conversations that you know take place regularly and often in reserve duty among friends.
I'll give the final word to Yotam.
From the left and from the right.
Yeah.
And you have decided to take your own concerns, your own insecurities and your own fears, which are not well-founded at all, and to export them to imbecilic interviewers like the one that we currently sit in front of.
I think everyone can work out who the imbecile is. Everyone can work out who the imbecile is.
He blows whichever way the wind takes him.
Okay, thank you very much, Benjamin.
Will be remembered.
If you don't shut up, we are going to cut your mic. So if I were you, shut up and let Yotam have the last word.
I work with many of the hostage families.
Shut up, please. Yotam.
You do not speak for them.
All right, cut his mic, please.
You do not speak for them.
Cut his mic.
I work with the hostages.
Here's the bottom line. Numbers without totals are a trap waiting to spring. The second you give a ratio and a base figure, you should expect someone to add it up, especially if you've already dismissed the other side's numbers as inflated. That's why this clash spiraled. Was it sloppy estimating on Anthony's part, or was it inconsistent framing that gave Piers the opening to press? So I'll throw it to you. Was Piers right to crunch the numbers live on air, or did he oversimplify a complex battlefield statistic? Drop your thoughts below. Until next time, this has been The Whip Line. Thanks for tuning in.